the perpendicular from the origin to a line meet it at the point of minus 2 comma 9. Find the equation of the line here. So here this is the line here and OP is a line perpendicular to the line here. This is a required line here. Then the point P is a minus 2 9 already given here, minus 2 comma 9. Then find the equation of the line here. So this line passing to the point here, you just to find the slope of that line L. Okay, therefore here let L be the required line and P into bracket minus 2 comma 9 be a given point lies on a line L such that OP perpendicular to the line of L. Therefore, the slope of OP is equal to, you know this formula, slope M is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1 here. Okay, here origin 0 0 here. Yes, 9 minus 0. So 9 minus 0 divided by minus 2 minus 0 here. Minus 2 minus of 0. It is minus of 9 divided by 2 here. Minus 9 upon 2. Therefore, slope of the line here is answer slope of the line L is equal to, take its reciprocal and multiply minus n here. Hence it becomes 2 divided by 9 here. Because two lines are perpendicular if and only if M1 into M2 is equal to minus 1 here. If this condition is satisfied, then two lines are perpendicular. Hence here you know slope of OP here. Slope of OP is minus 9 upon 2 here. Consider M1 as minus 9 upon 2 and M2 is the slope of the line L here. Okay, so at what condition, means at what values of M2 this gives a minus 1 here, then obviously it is a 2 divided by 9 here. Okay, here 2 and 2 cancels, 9 and 9 cancels, we get a minus 1. Therefore take its reciprocal and multiply minus sign, we get 2 upon 9. This is the slope of the line L. We are using this formula. Okay, therefore the line passing to the point of minus 2 9 having a slope of 2 upon 9. Therefore equation of a line L is y minus this 9 here is equal to slope is 2 upon 9 here. So 2 divided by 9 x minus of x0 is a minus 10. So you are using the formula y minus y0 is equal to m into bracket x minus x0 here. So this is a slope point formula, because you know slope and you know point here. So use the slope point formula. So y0 is 9. So replace here y minus 9 is equal to slope of the line is 2 upon 9. So write here 2 upon 9 instead of m 2 upon 9. X minus x dot is this minus 2. Take this 9 this side x cross multiply. So 9 into bracket y minus 9 is equal to 2 into x plus 2. Minus into minus become plus here. Take 9 inside the bracket here. So 9y 9 is 81 here. Minus of 81. 2 into x becomes 2x. 2 2s are 4 plus 4 here. Take both term left side here. Plus 2x becomes a minus of 2x here. And plus 9y. Plus 9y here. Minus 81 is that. So minus 81. Take 4 left side here. Minus 4. That is equal to 0 here. Here so minus of 2x plus 9y. Minus 81 minus 4 gives minus of 85 is equal to 0 here. Then multiplying both sides by minus 1 here. Just multiplying both sides by minus 1. Yes, minus into this minus become plus here. 2x plus into minus minus of 9y minus into minus plus 85 is equal to 0. So this is the line here. Equation of the line. Okay. So passing to the point minus 2, 9 here. At this point OP is perpendicular here. Hence, slope of equation of the line is 2x minus 9y plus 85 is equal to 0. The length L of a copper rod is a linear function of its Celsius temperature C. In an experiment, if L is equal to 124.942 then C is equal to 20 and L is equal to 125.134 and C is equal to 110, express L in terms of CF. Okay. Therefore, here L is a linear function of CF. Okay. Given that L in terms of L is a linear function here. L is a linear function of degree Celsius CF. Okay. Here the equation y is equal to mx plus CF. So it is called a linear function of y in terms of x. It is a linear function of y in terms of x. Hence, L is a linear function of CF. Therefore, we can write here L is equal to A into C plus B. A and B are constants here. Okay. Here, this is called a linear function of y in terms of x. Therefore, L is a linear function of CF. So L is equal to A into C plus B. A is a constant, B is also constant. You just find A and B values here. Therefore, given that L is equal to 124.942 when C is equal to 20 here. When C is equal to 20. So use here L is 124.942 is equal to A into C value is this 20 here and B value we don't know, so write here B as it is here. So therefore take this one as equation number 2. Okay. Also given that L is equal to 125.134 when C is equal to 110 here. C is equal to 110. Therefore, 125.134 is equal to A into C. So A into 110 plus B. So plus B, take this one as equation number 3. Now solving equations 2 and 3. Okay, just subtract each other. Equation 3 minus equation 12. Equation 3 minus equation 2 gives here this minus of this here. So if you subtract each other, we get 0.192 here. So 0.192 is equal to. Net 110 minus 20 gives 90. 90 into A. So 90 units. And B, this B get cancels here. 110 minus 20, 90 into A. Then this minus this 0.192, then cross multiplier. So 0.192 divided by 90 is equal to A. Therefore, A is equal to. So just divide it here. If you divide it here, you get the value 0.0021. 3 and 3. Okay, we get this value. Substitute A is equal to 0.002133 in any one equation here. Therefore, 120 from equation 2 here. I am taking equation 2. So 124.942 is equal to A is this value 0.002133 into 20 years into 20 plus B plus B. Okay, so use this value A in this equation here. Next take this term left side here. So 120.942 minus of, so 0.002133 into 20 is equal to B. Then multiply these two here, and subtract here. Then we get the value of B. Okay, here value of B is 124.9 here. Okay, here 124.942 minus of 0.04 here is equal to B here. So subtract each other. Yes, B is equal to 124.9. So this is the value B, and this is the value of A. So use A and B values in the equation 1 here. Therefore, 1 becomes equation 1 becomes y is equal to 0.0021333 into C here, into C. Then B value is this one here. So plus 124.9. So this is not a Y, it is a L, because L is there. So write L here. Here we want L in terms of C. So L is equal to 0.002133 into C plus 124.C. Therefore, this is what L in terms of C. Here y is equal to mx plus c is y in terms of x. Hence, this is L in terms of C here. So this is called a linear function of y in terms of x. Here we want L is a linear function of C. Therefore, use L is equal to A into C plus B here. A and B are constants here. Okay, you have to find A and B value. So A value is this one and the B value is this one. The owner of a milk store finds that he can sell 980 liters of milk each week at rupees 14 per liter, and 1000 to 20 liters of milk each week at rupees 16 per liter. Assuming a linear relationship between the selling price and demand, how many liters could he sell weekly at rupees 17 per liter? Milk store owner ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, ಅವನು ಸೊ ಮಿಲ್ಕ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ. ಅವ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, 980 ಲೀಟರ್ಸ್ ಮಿಲ್ಕ್ ಒಂದು ಲೀಟ್ರಿಗೆ 14 ರೂಪಾಯಿದಾಗ ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. 1220 ಲೀಟರ್ಸ್ ಮಿಲ್ಕ್ 16 ರೂಪಾಯಿದಾಗೆ ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. 1 ಲೀಟ್ರಿಗೆ 16 ರೂಪಾಯಿದಾಗೆ. ಅಸ್ಯೂಮಿಂಗ್ ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ರಿಲೇಶನ್ಶಿಪ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಸೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಈಗ ನಾವು ಹೇಳಿದೆ y is equal to mx plus c. ಇದನ್ನ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ? ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ರಿಲೇಶನ್ಶಿಪ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ y and x. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ರಿಲೇಶನ್ಶಿಪ್. ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ರಿಲೇಶನ್ಶಿಪ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರೇಖಾತ್ಮಕ ಉತ್ಪನ್ನ. ಕನ್ನಡವಾಗಿ ನೀವು ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರೇಖಾತ್ಮಕ ಉತ್ಪನ್ನ ಅಂತ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ರಿಲೇಶನ್ಶಿಪ್ ಅಂತ ಇದ್ದಾವೆ. ಸೊ ಇದೇನಿದೆ y ಮತ್ತೆ x ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ರಿಲೇಶನ್ಶಿಪ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ y ಅಂಡ್ x. ಹೀಗಾಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದಾವೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ರಿಲೇಶನ್ಶಿಪ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಸೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್. ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ ಲೀಟರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಮಿಲ್ಕ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಲೀಟರ್ಸ್ ಮಿಲ್ಕ್ ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ? 17 ರೂಪಾಯಿದಾಗೆ. 1 ಲೀಟರ್ಗೆ 17 ರೂಪಾಯಿದಾಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಿಲ್ಕ್ ಅವನು ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಯ್ತು? ಡಿ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡೆ. ಲೆಟ್ ಡಿ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ and P is equal to selling price. Selling price. Therefore, so D is equal to A into P plus B. So this is a linear relationship between price, selling price and demand. Okay. How many liters ಅಂದಾಗ ನಿಮಗೆ D ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತಿದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ D is equal to A into P plus B ಅಂತ ತಗೋಣ. So this is a linear relationship between D and P. Okay, just like that equation here. So they given that okay, so given that D is equal to 980 when P is equal to 14 here. Therefore, use here 980 is equal to P is a 14. So I can write here 14A plus B. Take this one as equation number 12. And D is equal to 1220 here. 1220 when P is equal to 16 here. Therefore, here 1220 is equal to 16A plus B. Take this one as equation number 3. Then subtract each other. So equation 3 minus equation 2 gives. Okay. So 1220 minus of 980. It gives 240 here. So right here 240. So 16 minus 14 gives a 2 here. It is a 2A. 240 upon 2 becomes 120 here. So A is equal to 120. The value of A is 120 here. So put A is equal to 120 in the equation 2 here. Okay. So put A is equal to 120 in the equation 2. Yes, 980 here is equal to 14 into 120 plus B. So 980 minus of 14 into 120 gives 1680 is equal to B. Multiply it and take the left side here. Therefore 980 minus 1680 it gives 700 here. Minus of 700. So this is the value of B. B is equal to minus of 700 here. So you put A and B values in the equation 1 here. Therefore 1 becomes equation 1 becomes y is equal to 120 not y here. D is equal to 120 into P here. plus B value minus 700, minus of 700. Net, how many liters could he sell weekly at rupees 17 per liter? 1 liter ಗೆ 17 ರೂಪಾಯಿದಾಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಲೀಟರ್ಸ್ ಮೇಲ್ಗವ ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ P ದಲ್ಲಿ 17 ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. when P is equal to 17, when P is equal to 17, D is equal to 120 into 17 minus of 700 here. So just simplify, multiply it here and subtract it, we get 1340 liters here. We cancel total 1340 liters at the price of rupees 17 per liter. Okay, so how many liters could he sell weekly at rupees 17 per liter? 17 rupees ಆಗಿ 17 rupees 1 ಲೀಟರ್ ಆಗಿ 1340 ಲೀಟರ್ಸ್ ಮಿಲ್ಕ್ ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ನಿಮಗೆ